Well, and just like that, the holidays are over. Literally, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, New Year's, whatever it was that you celebrated, it's over, which means it's back to the grind. It means you probably gained a little bit of weight, like myself, and you're literally just like, I got all these goddamn treats everywhere, and I don't even know what to do with my life anymore. But relax, calm down, enjoy this video, because I'm gonna share the top 7 tips that I do that you can follow too on actually how to deal with post-holiday depression. I'm Eric Winkler, and this is Epic Voyage, where I help you navigate uncertainty and become the hero of your own story. So before we jump into the content, all I ask is you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, because it'll greatly help me out, as well as you should follow my Instagram, which is @EricAnthonyWinkler. We can chat there, I'll post a bunch of good content. It's a win-win. So let's jump into the video. Whether you realize it or not, post-holiday depression is honestly a thing because of the fact that you've built up all this excitement for the holidays, you've had all this good food, you've spent time with family and friends, and then now it's just over. And so that crash can actually have a huge psychological impact on your brain, and when you go back to normal life, it honestly kind of sucks. So that's why these top 7 tips that I'm gonna share with you today are all focused on self-love and creating a good routine that'll biochemically actually get you into a better mindset to hit the ground running in 2021 and actually achieve your goals and live the life that you want. Make sure you stay till the end of the video, because I'll actually share with you my favorite app to track my habits, which you'll need with these 7 tips. All right, so tip number 1 is actually schedule time in your day and your week to talk to your friends and family. Everyone's had a different situation this past year, and this year doesn't look much better, but what we can do is actually not lose contact with people that we love. So, whether that be sometime in between work or on the weekends, schedule some time, talk to your friends, talk to an old, family member you haven't talked to in a really long time, because that'll reconnect you and actually ground yourself a little bit more in a place of love and compassion after all the holidays that have just gone and passed by and you feel a little bit empty inside. So tip number 2 is actually to get some vitamin D, because over the winter months, you actually don't get as much vitamin D if you don't go out in the sun. So you're gonna wanna take a vitamin D supplement, or try to go out in the sun if it's actually sunny in your neighborhood or wherever you might live. And then you'll actually see that over time, this will help your mood be lifted, because vitamin D is critical to brain function, bone function, and all these other great parts of your body. All right, so tip number 3 is actually to make a routine again. Because typically when you're over enjoying yourself in the holidays, you don't really wake up at any specific time, you might be off of work. My tip is to actually just on a Sunday, schedule out your whole week. So understand when your meetings are for work, understand when your time off is, and actually try to fill it with some good habits. So some of these other tips that I'm gonna share with you, just kind of plug those in when you actually have time throughout your entire week, and you'll actually feel a lot better, because honestly, us as humans, we like schedules, we like routine. So clearly number 4 is meditation, which honestly I'm a huge advocate for, especially post-holidays, because after the holidays, you're dealing with that come down, as well as the fact that you have the stressors of going back to work. And so the best way to combat that, from my own experience, has been to be consistent with a meditation practice, because it helps you set some time aside for yourself, and it helps you deal with the stressors that come with getting back into a routine. So if you're new to meditation, check out my video over here where I actually do a review on my top 2 favorite apps, as well as if you DM me on Instagram and say, hey Eric, I want some help with meditation, then I'll send you 1 month free on the Waking Up app, which is the one that I use the most and I really see the most benefit out of. All right, so tip number 5 is actually get some exercise, because if you're anything like me, during the holidays, I really didn't walk much because I was just at home with my family, cooking food, eating a bunch of food, drinking alcohol. So as long as it gets moving, then that's all that really matters. So, it depends upon your situation if you have an outdoor gym or not, but honestly, going for a walk, going for a run every single day, just doing something will really help. But a pro tip is to not wear an outfit like this while you're doing it. All right, so tip number 6 is all about your diet. So over the holidays, if you're anything like me, you overate, you overdrink, and all those things that come with the holidays, which is totally fine, because that's what you're supposed to do. I mean, you're supposed to eat a bunch of candy and delicious chocolates and bake a bunch of cookies. But after that, you want to actually kind of curb it down a little bit. So what I would recommend is weigh yourself, understand how much weight you actually gained, and actually come up with a diet plan that works for you, track your calories, but also enjoy your chocolates and your candies, just not as much as you might have been doing every single day, because that way, psychologically, you could actually wean yourself off slowly, as well as still enjoy the fruits of your labor, and it's almost like a taste of the past holidays that just went by, and it'll make you happier as you work through that post-holiday depression. All right, and the seventh and final tip is to actually plan an event that you can look forward to. Because the holidays are always something that you have all of this anticipation building, but as soon as they're all over, you're kind of stuck in this state of just waking up every day and just kind of doing your typical routine. So pick a date and pick something that you want to do. Like obviously this year is going to be very similar to 2020, but even if it's something small like a date night with your significant other or whomever you've been able to spend time with, because that way it's something that you can look forward to after all the hard work that you're going to actually start doing over these next few weeks, and it'll be a good reward at the end of the day. All right, and the bonus tip. So I actually use the Productive app to track my habits, and I recommend you do it too, not only because it's free, but also because it helps keep you consistent. Because anytime you're trying to get yourself out of a rut or actually build a new habit, consistency is key, and the only way that you can do that is actually keeping track if you've been doing that habit. So the Productive app helps tremendously because you can put it in there, you can actually swipe right when you're finished it, and you also can set reminders, and you can then look at your past data to see how you're doing week over week. So try it out, let me know how you like it. All right, so there you have it. Those are my top 7 tips to combat post-holiday depression. I honestly hope they help you out, and if you think of any ones that I might have missed, then put those in the comments section. And if you want to accelerate your success in 2021, then click the link below where you can actually schedule a free one-on-one session with me so we can understand your struggles, understand your goals, and how I could potentially help you get there. So with that, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.